hit it. Scary. Wait, maybe? Maybe? Maybe you want to come out. Hello. Today is Sunday. It's day 26. I am at my altar right now. I've had a pretty productive day so far. I got up, I played with my rats a little. I put dinner in the crock pot, which is corned beef and cabbage for tonight. I usually always make it once a year, but never on St. Patrick's Day because it's my birthday and I'm too busy, but I like to make it on a Sunday anyway, so we have leftovers through the week. But I got that going. I flushed and cleaned some of my fountain pens and filled up some with ink. I do have that footage. I'll save it for the end because if you're not interested in fountain pens, it's probably boring. But if you're curious at all, that will be here at the end. I have a Zoom drawing group that I'm joining. That's going to be in about 30 minutes or so. Before that, I just thought I'd sit here, test out my fountain pens that I just filled, write in my journal. I'm going to do my tarot reading, and then I'm going to get ready for that Zoom. That's about it for me today. I don't have a lot to... Oh, I do want to say, look at this beautiful ring I got for my birthday from my mom. It's so pretty. I love it. I'm not sure what kind of crystal that is, but I'm going to find out. Yeah, so I'm excited about this drawing Zoom. I don't really have a whole lot else going on today. Just kind of hanging out, getting some relaxation in before another week starts up. So again, if you're interested in the fountain pen stuff, that'll be here. I also want to say, if you would like more fountain pen stuff, I have more pens. I have dip pens. I can talk about that stuff for a long time, so if there's interest, I'm happy to do that in a future vlog. Anyway, that's it. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow, of course. And thanks. Don't forget to send me questions or topics or whatever. I would love to see them. Thanks. So here are my clean pens drying. I do clean out the, what do you call it, cartridges, the ink cartridges, and then I refill those once they're dry. So this is a Pilot Vanishing Point. It's vintage from late 80s, and this is a Jinhao. This is a pretty inexpensive pen. So that's those two that I just cleaned out. Okay, I have a lot of pens. I keep all my pen stuff in this big toolbox, but here's a few. That's a Lamy, beautiful aluminum pen. This is kind of an off-brand, like a knockoff, but it's got sentimental value. This one is another Pilot Vanishing Point, but this is a newer one, and that one was a gift. I think actually most of these are gifts, to be honest. This is a Pilot Plumix, really kind of a calligraphy pen, but really fun to write with. This is one of my favorites. This is a Lamy Joy. It's got like a skinnier bottom. Just really writes beautifully. Lamy makes really good pens. Over here I've got, these are just my shimmer ink samples. I keep those separate because they're a lot harder to clean out of pens, so I use them pretty sparingly. Let's see what we got in here. That's just a paper towel. Ink syringes here. There's what do you call it? I can't think of the name of it right now. More syringe stuff. And then down here, bottles of ink, lots of inks. These are some calligraphy pens. Most of these have, like that says VP, that's my Vanishing Points. So this is all the cartridges I have, the paperwork for the pens, and then it'll have probably, yeah, if I have cartridges for the pen, they're in there. And, you know, empty cartridges that can be refilled, stuff like that. So I try to keep everything together because different pens use different, you know, different cartridges, different kinds of pen refills and stuff like that. So yeah, this is kind of all my stuff. There's more pens in here too. These are just the ones in the little top are just ones I've used recently and are sitting in there. You can see there's lots more ink down there. So yeah, thought you might be interested. All right, so while those pens are drying, I am going to go ahead and fill up a couple of other pens. This is the Lamy Joy. And I remembered what this is called, by the way. It's a converter. So basically, you just stick this in. Try not to get your fingers all inky, but it's going to happen anyway. So it's easy to do this right now because the ink bottle is pretty full. As it gets emptier, it's much harder to, you know, stick the converter right in. That's when you'd want to use like this is an inkwell, so you can pour ink in here and then use it, you know, in a smaller container, or you can do a syringe, whichever. So I just try to get the excess ink off of there, fit this right back in there, put this back on, and then cap it. And I like to let it sit for a few minutes, let the ink get through the feeders and all that, and then I'll give it a try. So this, I should have said, is a Noodler's ink. It's called Rome Burning. This is one of my favorites. It's a beautiful, it's very hard to describe. It's kind of a brown, but with goldish, like amber undertones. It's not waterproof, so if you sketch with it and then you use like a water brush or add a little water with a paintbrush, it kind of takes on this beautiful antique-y yellow golden cast. It's gorgeous. It's one of my most favorites to sketch with. This is a Lamy pen. These are made in Germany. These are both Lamys actually, but this one is a limited edition color from a few years ago. I don't remember what year, but the limited edition colors always come with a limited edition matching ink. So that's what this is. This was a little set. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to refill the cartridge here. So I'm going to do that with a syringe, just because it's the easiest way, because you have such a tiny opening. These are really technically not meant to be refilled, but I don't like to waste them. So, and then same thing, just stick this back on, make sure it's secure, put the base back on, and then replace the cap, and then let it sit for a little bit.